This is JC DeLass with this week's Fidelis Care Coaches Corner, and our guest this week is Jess Seren. She's the field hockey coach at SUNY Geneseo. Jess, 9 seasons as head coach here at SUNY Geneseo, and coming off a terrific year where you won the SUNYAC championship, made it all the way to the NCAA tournament. That really had to feel great to have that kind of achievement with your group this year.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think there's a really short turnaround time when your final roster is established from when you start, you open up your season. So we really try to play a tough competitive schedule and really mold and shape our identity as to the team we want to be come postseason. And I think when you play against some really good competition, you're able to look at yourself critically and really improve and progress throughout the season to peak come playoff time.
You started off slowly, and then the calendar flipped to October, and it was like a different team. What clicked? What fell into place for your group?
Again, it's just when you play against some tough competition, you don't really go into that part of your season with a false sense of who you really are. We were forced to look at those games and really kind of make adjustments throughout the course of the season, and I think teams underestimate you at that point. And we were dangerous because of that.
Winning big games, making it to the postseason, how does that help you now when you're out recruiting for your program?
Well, our top priority when it comes to recruiting is to really bring in the kind of student athlete who is the best fit for Geneseo. And anytime you can bring in someone who can be really competitive for you on the field, it's going to put you in a position to be really successful. And when you win a conference championship, you're going to attract really good student athletes.
You played and were very successful at the Division III level. How does that help you now in relating to your kids?
Just having empathy when it comes to the demands of being a student athlete. I have a really good understanding of that. We always talk about being a student first, and the priorities on our team are, family, and then academics, and then being an athlete third. So I think having that understanding really helps build your relationship with your players, and I think that translates to success on the field.
Field hockey at the high school level has really taken off, and it's not just in this area, but also throughout the East region and beyond. Has that been a big help to you as far as finding the right kids to fit into your program?
Definitely. The club has taken off since I've been here, and even just the last 5 years, you see a lot more of it. And I think what's been beneficial is that anytime you have a recruit who plays on a club team, aside from the obvious being exposed to college coaches, I think they're really forced to adapt to a new role than what they may be playing in high school. And if you can recruit players who transition well from high school to college and maybe having to immerse themselves in a different culture and take on a new role, and you can take a lot of pride in it, it's really going to help you be competitive and win games on the field.
What's the best part about coaching at Geneseo for you?
I think just the quality of this school. We attract the best of the best. You've got student athletes who really are successful in the classroom and who are very competitive on the field. They're very self-motivated, goal-oriented, and I think it makes our jobs here as coaches a little easier.
Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this week's Fidelis Care Coaches Corner.